Wait, let me get my head straight. I need a drink of water. It's been days I've had a headache. Don't wanna wake up one day, feel like I regret things. I want my story just to have a happy ending. And I don't got a plan B, a plan A's all I need. Took the ships from the sea and burnt them all, no retreat. It's kill or get eat and get buried with the seeds. But that makes me feel free, hella focused on my dreams. I got habits, they're established. I'm doing things a bit manic, but I can handle it. Juggle this, juggle that, struggle here, lose some cash, win and lose, make it back. You can choose your own path, nothing good comes fast, nothing fast ever lasts. So I'll be patient but attack every day like it's my last. Push the pedal to the gas, burn the fuel that I have, start a fire, light a match, I ain't never looking back. So plant hard in your feet, there's no retreat, burn the boats on the shore till they're buried underneath, there ain't no going back. Forget the past out of desperation, are the people born who can last, there's no retreat, don't believe. You got it in you, you can do anything that you think, that you need, don't be scared, go succeed. The only people who compete are the ones who don't retreat.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I thought I'd come on for a second and give you a little update on the Emmanuel case of the baby that went missing and the parents that are in trouble for it and got arrested for it. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna play one of them, and then there's like two different updates. I'm not gonna play the long one. The long one's like 46 minutes.
To my far left, we have Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. We have San Bernardino County Sheriff Sergeant Nicholas Clark. We have San Bernardino County Sheriff District Attorney Brandon Smith, and then myself. So someone who's not here, I want to thank as well, or introduce as well, Jason Anderson, San Bernardino County District Attorney. I want to start by thanking these gentlemen up here. I want to thank the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office for their professionalism and their cooperation and the great work that they've done here so far. I want to thank Jason Anderson, the San Bernardino DA's office. His Bureau of Investigation has recently formed a high-tech crimes unit they were instrumental in helping us.
All right. And just desperately needed to be replaced. So I called a few
There's going to be several individuals that make statements up here, and then when we're all done with this, with the short sentence, I will come back up and we will have a question and answer.
Well, it's not working very well. It's making different sounds. It's not working. Let me see. Well, that's not gonna work. Difficulties. We'll have to change the live's name because it isn't working right. It's doing echoing and talking all over the place, and I'll have to change the name to just something else. It's even echoing me. Hello, Matthew, silly as fuck. Well, that sucks. It didn't turn out right the way I wanted it to.
First off, to my far left, we have Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. We have San Bernardino County Sheriff Sergeant Nicholas Clark. We have San Bernardino County Sheriff Shannon Dykes. We have Assistant District Attorney Brandon Smith, and then myself. So someone who's not here, I want to thank as well, or introduce as well, Jason Anderson, San Bernardino County District Attorney. I want to start by thanking these gentlemen up here.
Hi,
I want to
Walter
thank the
too.
San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office for their professionalism and their cooperation and the great work that they've done here so far. I want to thank Jason Anderson and the San Bernardino DA's office. His Bureau of Investigation has recently formed a high-tech crimes unit. They were instrumental in helping us.
If you have an EBT card, you're leaving money on the table if you skip.
They actually took the father out on a search. It was weird to me, but he seemed unhelpful. They said. I was wondering why they took him out on a search.
They were instrumental in helping us with this investigation. Let me tell you how things are going to go today. There's going to be several individuals that make statements up here, and then when we're all done with the short statements, I will come back up and we will have a question and answer. I will take questions. I will take all of your questions till there are no more questions. Having said that, there's a lot that we can't say, that I can't say, that nobody up here can say. And the reason is that the defendants in this case have been charged with crimes, serious crimes. And so now they have a presumption of innocence that applies to them. They're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. I'm not allowed to prove my case in the court of public opinion. And so there's a lot that we can't say in terms of the facts and the evidence. For that, you will have to come to the court and to the various hearings and see how the case plays out. However, having said that, it's appropriate to have a press conference because it was the defendants in this case that had a press conference first. And they did so in order to tell the public, the media, and ultimately law enforcement that their child had been kidnapped, when in fact that's not what occurred. And so we're here to clear up some misconceptions and to explain how this case unfolded in terms of the investigation. It involves two counties working very well together. I know everybody up here on this stage, we work well together normally, but in this case, I'm very proud of the work that was done by Riverside County Sheriff, San Bernardino County Sheriff, my office, and also the District Attorney's Office in San Bernardino County. All right, so we'll go ahead and kick this off. I'm going to bring up first San Bernardino County Sheriff Shannon Dykes.
Thank you, Mike. To Mike's point, I want to thank all of you in the media for covering this, specifically the parents' initial statements to the public while we were trying to find Emmanuel. They became critical as we continued through this investigation. But I want to talk about a little bit about the process because we've seen a number of questions related to Amber Alerts and things like that. So I hope when I finish this that everybody understand kind of the course of the investigation. But the investigation started for us on August 14th. When Rebecca Haro reported that her son had been kidnapped. Folks, within 24 hours through video surveillance, we found inconsistencies in Rebecca's statement. And as a result of that, there was no other vehicle to put out on an Amber Alert or anything. And I know many of you were wondering why that didn't occur. But really, after finding out those inconsistencies in the statement on the initial report, that's where hundreds of hours of investigations have come in by our Specialized Investigations Division to try to get to the bottom of what's really going on here. And when I say hundreds of hours, I'm talking about forensic data on vehicles, phones, and potential crime scenes, judicial authorized search warrants that were served. And through that process, that's where we learned that the jurisdiction of where this has occurred was in Riverside County. So hence the Riverside County DA and Riverside County Sheriff's Department, which I can't stress enough. We've had a long-term partnership. We work well together and we know how to get things done in these environments. But that's why the jurisdiction had changed from the original jurisdiction that was reported, which is Yucaipa, California. But as we went through that portion of the investigation,
of a missing baby will now be facing murder charges. It comes as the search continues for baby Emmanuel Haro.
Deputies arrested the parents after they say inconsistencies emerged over the baby's disappearance. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan is live outside the courthouse in Riverside, where the parents appeared in court. Rob? Well, this hearing was very short. It only lasted a couple of minutes. The arraignment postponed until next week because we're told neither parent has an attorney at this point. Both parents seated at opposite ends of the courtroom, both of them shackled and handcuffed. 12 days after reporting their baby boy Emmanuel missing, saying he'd been kidnapped, Jake and Rebecca Harrell now facing a Superior Court judge, charged with the murder of their little boy, also charged with filing a false police report to try to cover up the crime. Outside court today, people who followed this case since the very beginning here to show support for the 7-month-old child, who's now presumed dead.
Poor baby. I have kids of my own. Shame on it. I just feel bad for him every time I think about it.
This really hit home to me because I'm also a mother of 4. So to see that somebody could have felt unloving to a child like that, to me, is very utterly disgusting.
It all started the night of Thursday, August 14th, when Rebecca Harrell claimed that she'd been attacked in this Big 5 parking lot in Yucaipa. When she came to, she claimed her little boy had been kidnapped. The very next morning, Rebecca appearing to make a tearful plea for help.
Please, I'm begging you. Please, God, please.
Less than an hour after our interview at the family home, many of them then showing up at the Big 5 parking lot saying they were back there trying to organize a search effort. But it wasn't long before people started to wonder whether this couple was telling the truth. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department saying Jake and Rebecca Harrell were no longer cooperating with detectives. Others noting that in our first interview with the family, Jake Harrell was already talking about his son in the past tense.
He was a healthy baby. He was crawling. He was kicking. He was playing with his toys.
A week later, both Jake and Rebecca Harrell were arrested at their Cabazon home on suspicion of murder. As a memorial for the missing boy continues to grow outside the property, there's still no sign of him. Detectives organizing a search effort off the 60 freeway east of Moreno Valley 2 days ago. Jake Harrell spotted at the scene, but the sheriff's department saying he offered little assistance. And they ended their search with little Emmanuel still missing. Both parents remain behind bars, bail set at $1 million. That arraignment now scheduled for September 4th. Live in Riverside, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
That Jake, though, was on the... They took him to where they were looking for the baby. So I don't know if he spoke about some things or if she has, but she's still in jail saying that her son is missing and she'd like to be out to find him and blah, 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 blah. And it's sad. It's sad that these two parents did this to the little boy.
Against the parents of Emmanuel Hara. This is the missing boy's mother right there on the left-hand side of your screen. She maintains her innocence as she is behind bars. Mario Ramirez with Fox 11 LA has been following this story from the get-go and joins us live over in Riverside. And Mario, a very sad story here. What is the latest?
Yeah, it really is, Josh. Good morning to you. This has gripped the nation's attention since it was reported that 7-month-old baby Emmanuel Harrell was missing. His mother initially reporting that he was kidnapped on August 14th out of the Inland Empire, but there were some inconsistencies in her story. According to sheriff's investigators, both parents have been arrested. They're behind bars this morning, and they're set to appear in court here at this Riverside County Courthouse as early as this afternoon, pending charges from the Riverside County District Attorney's Office. And while investigators have concluded that a kidnapping never occurred, Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca Harrell, is speaking out from behind bars. She's sticking to her initial story. She spoke with the Southern California News Group, insisting that her child was kidnapped, saying that she wants to be out looking for her baby. Also speaking about her husband, saying he's a good dad and he wouldn't hurt a baby. Now, that interview from behind bars
wouldn't hurt a baby, but he then did. One baby.
From his jail cell out in a remote field, joining investigators in the search off the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley. That's about 10 miles south of where baby Emmanuel.
He was joining in the search. They pulled him from jail.
was reported missing. San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies arresting the couple on Friday of last week at their home in Cabazon, both booked on suspicion of murder. And again, they're set to appear in court as early as today. Rebecca Haro, the boy's mother, initially telling authorities that infant had been kidnapped August 14th outside a Big Five sporting goods store in Yucaipa. Investigators determining that kidnapping never occurred based on surveillance footage and interviews with the parents. Jake and Rebecca Haro's other son, a 2-year-old, was removed from the family's home by Riverside County Children's Services unharmed, we've learned, but as a precaution as that investigation continued. And prior to the parents being arrested, authorities said they conducted extensive searches in Yucaipa and Cabazon with those latest search efforts off of the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley. So again, Josh, here in Riverside County, both parents, Rebecca and Jake Haro, are expected to appear in court as early as this afternoon, and the Riverside District Attorney's Office expected to file those charges here in the next few hours. For now, that's the latest here on Mario Ramirez. Josh, will send it back to you.
And Mario, I did want to ask you, what happens next here in the legal process? As you mentioned, the parents could appear in court as early as later on today, but what's next as we see this all play out?
Well, right now, Jake and Rebecca Haro are being held without bail behind bars as we speak. And according to Riverside County jail records, the pending charge is felony murder with malice. So the next step is that official arraignment. Well, they'll appear in court and make pleas, but legal experts say it could be weeks, even months, possibly years before this eventually gets to a trial, considering the complexity of the case and the fact that that 7-month-old's baby, the baby's body has yet to be found as the search continues this morning, Josh.
All right, Mario Ramirez there at Fox 11 LA. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. A sad story, and we'll be in touch here as more information comes out. Thank you again.
It's just sad to hear about this little baby missing, and the parents could have did it. And why did they pull him out of jail to help in the search? Either he said something against the woman, or one of them's broke and he's trying to blame the other. Which, pulling him out of jail for the search, I just don't see why they did that. I've never heard of them doing that. Hey, Gaza S2. I heard the child didn't have any well checks. Cinnamon. Had never even seen a doctor. He was supposed to be taking them to where he's buried the baby, but not found. Oh, he knows where the baby is and where the baby's buried. He just led him on a goose chase. For fake baby. These people are monsters. They don't deserve to live. They don't deserve to live. Yeah, I didn't hear him say why they brought him to the search site. That's what's got me wondering. Hi, Abigail. How are you? It's people like this that don't deserve to have kids. So how's everyone's day been today? I've slept all day, pretty much in and out of sleep. I did watch Buddies. I don't know if his channels are out or not, but I was able to watch the one from Extreme Media from like 23 hours ago. I was able to watch that one, so Purple says they're down. And if it was Sabrina's channel, then it isn't bantering or whatever Purple said. Because it's not his channel, it's Sabrina's channel. Good day there, Vicky. That's good. It's always good to hear when people have good days. There's so much bad in this world. So much bad things that go on. That is good to hear when people have good days. Not much has been going on here. I was suspicious that going out to the desert was to put on a show for Rebecca to see in the jail, but I guess not. Yeah, Purple gets a lot wrong. Did you hear her so devious laughing? That cackle laugh. She's such a cunt. Sure did find out a lot about her, though. She's not married. She don't own the house she lives in. It's her stepdad's. She's probably getting Section 8 from it. They probably are. And they probably know that the man lives there. They're just probably cheating the government. Wait and see if some more people come in. I had this big thing to do and it didn't work right. My laptop hasn't been acting right. So it was echoing, then it was echoing again, then it was going on playing more. So I thought, damn, I'll just switch it. Play it on my phone. Two lives today, all repeating the same story. Oh, I know. The same shit, but she wants to say that everybody else in the YouTube world just says rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And that's exactly what she does, is rinse and repeat, recycle. She regurgitates it up each and every day, the same shit. Hey, proud Marine mamas. How are you? I'm gonna choke on my vape. I'm gonna choke myself. And I never heard anything from Susan. I seen that she had a live set up and then she never went through with it. I was interested in hearing how she was gonna worm her way out of the lies that she told on my channel. That was going on my channel. Yeah, you'll hear the same thing tonight in her channel, Purple's channel. With the same old shit she talked about today. It's because she deep throats the microphone. That's why her audio is so terrible. Purple was trash. I didn't listen to her today. Sick of her voice. Weird, twisted. Bullshit runs around like a cockroach trying to get in everyone's house. Yep, her house is probably full of cockroaches. She probably rides to town on a cockroach. No need for her to have a car. She just rides to town on her cockroach. But she gets pleasure in other people's tragedy and trauma. Yeah, she stopped it before she came live, Abigail. She did away with it. She had one set up and then she was late. It was like 5 o'clock after 5 and she still wasn't in there. And then she just shut it down. The whole thing of even having a live. But I'm sure it would be an empty chat. Because nobody's falling for her bullshit anymore. Nobody's wanting to go through with that shit and keep going through with that shit. And I know I'm not. I'm the first to say I'm not. Well, I'm not the first. There's others that have said it. But I'm the first to say I'm not gonna let the lies pass anymore. I've let them pass, knowing that they're lies, and I'm not letting it go that way anymore. I can't help her, and I'm not gonna try to help her. She's gotta help herself. I just don't see that happening. Her and Purple are two peas in a pod. They'll probably be best friends during this whole thing. When Purple was just calling her out. They'll be the best of friends. Well, at least we only have 2 more days till Friday. Or one more day tomorrow. Then we'll have Friday and then we'll have the weekend. We might be going to Las Vegas soon. In probably about a year. We have plans of going to Las Vegas. I can't wait. I'm finally going to fly on an airplane, which I've never flew before, so I'm kind of scared about it. I'll probably have to take me a couple Xanax to be on it, to be honest. Is there anybody else that hasn't flown? I said never fly in an airplane. But it's something I want to get off my bucket list. And Las Vegas. I want to get that off my bucket list. I want to go to Las Vegas. And I want to go to Key West, Florida, where the water's so blue. It's so beautiful there. Has anybody else not flown before? Is it just me? I love Ultra. You've flown lots of times. I'll be scared, but I'll probably get through it. It depends, or I could chicken shit out right there at the last minute and lose all the money for the fare. I thought I'd come on for a little bit. Jackie's working over a little bit of time. So I thought I'd come on and chat with you all. It looks like Buddy's live on the Extreme Media. Let me see. That means it's not out. Purple lied. I thought wrong. Well, let me see if he is. No, he's live. He's going live. So, Purple, you lied. It didn't shut his channel down.
Looking live.
Yep, he's live.
Fish tank. What are y'all doing this morning?
Oh, you're right, Cinnamon. She is. I don't go in the middle of summer. It's miserable hot in Vegas during the summer. Well, I'll try not to. If it's miserably hot there in the summertime. Do you see the dust storm in Phoenix, Arizona that's going on? They've been having dust storms. I have flown a lot. It's not so bad nowadays. I don't even have the proper identification to fly, and I don't want to anymore. What do you gotta have? Just an ID to fly? Seems like that's all you'd have to have. You've seen the dust storm in Arizona and low ultra. It does look bad. It looks really bad. I called and checked on Tabby, because that's right where Tabby's at, and she was saying it was bad. Well, guys, I think since Buddy's on, I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna watch him, see what he has to say. But it was nice seeing all you guys, and thanks for coming in. And always have a lovely evening and day. And I love you all, and peace out, guys.
Wait, let me get my head straight. I need a drink of water. It's been days I've had a headache. Don't wanna wake up one day, feel like I regret things. I want my story just to have a happy ending. And I don't got a plan B, a plan A's all I need. Took the ships from the sea and burnt them all, no retreat. It's kill or get, eat, and get buried with the seeds. But that makes me feel free, hella focused on my dreams. I got habits, they're established. I'm doing things a bit manic, but I can handle it. Juggle this, juggle that, struggle here, lose some cash, win and lose, make it back. You can choose your own path, nothing good comes fast, nothing fast ever lasts. So I'll be patient but attack every day like it's my last. Push the pedal to the gas, burn the fuel that I have, start a fire, light a match, I ain't never looking back. So plant hard in your feet, there's no retreat, burn the boats on the shore till they're buried underneath, there ain't no going back. Forget the past out of desperation, are the people born who can last, there's no retreat, but believe you got it in you, you can do anything that you think that you need, don't be scared.